Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 9 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. I know what you're thinking. Where in the world is Curtis? Well, I'm here with Tammy and we are at Shala Farms, a great place. And as the name suggests, we're going to show you some beautiful animals today. Benji is running around here. You can't see him right now. He doesn't have a microphone, but he is indeed an awesome critter. And I have Tammy with me. Good morning to you.
Hello.
How's things?
Good morning. Very well.
All right. Thank you for having me out here at the farm. This is very cool. So we'd like to know a little bit about the history of Shala Farms and what Shala Farms does. And where are we exactly?
We are in Oswego, Illinois. So we're right on the edge of Oswego, Aurora.
Okay.
Plainfield, we're right in that corner.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So this is a really great place and the weather is really nice. And right now we're in the stables, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can we check out one of the stables? I've never seen one like up close before. Can we take a little tour and see what they're like? All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Want to say good morning to our camera person as well, too, by the way. All right. Come on. Let's check this out. So this is where the horses sleep?
This is where they sleep at night, yes.
Okay.
So they're outside during the day, and then they come in at night, and they're in a stall at night.
Okay. This is giving me some Western kind of vibes. I feel like I'm in a John Wayne movie right now. This is pretty cool. And how many stalls do we have here?
There's 22 in this barn, and then we have more in the other barn also.
Okay. All right. Very cool. This is interesting. So what's the routine? Like what happens in the morning and what time do you guys get started?
We usually get starting around 6:30 in the morning, and we start feeding. We come in and start doing the grain, and we throw their hay outside and do their water. And then we start putting on their fly mask and fly spray, and then we start turning them out in their paddocks in the morning. Okay.
And what time does that start? Like early in the morning, 4 or 5?
Yeah. Well, no, we start at 6:37. And then once they're done with their grain and we get all their fly sheets and fly mask on, then we start turning them out into the paddock. So it usually takes about an hour before we start taking them out.
Okay. And what do horses eat?
They eat grain. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times they eat oats. Now they have pelleted grain. So most of them we use pelleted grain.
Okay.
Especially for our senior horses. We have some horses that are in their late 20s and 30s, and they get a senior feed. So it's a pelleted grain where the forage is actually in the grain also, because as they age, their teeth are not very good.
Just like humans, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
So some of them can't chew the hay and the grass as well. So then they get their forage from their grain also.
Okay. And yourself, how long have you been? Is this your life? You grew up on the farm?
I did not. I grew up in the suburbs.
Okay.
But I was always a horse crazy girl and always wanted a horse. But my husband, he built this place.
Shout out Ron.
In 76.
Hey, can we show Ron? Ron. Hey, Ron. Morning. In 1976.
Yes, is when he started building out here.
Okay. Yeah. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Now, there are some horses, obviously. Can we take a walk and check out some of the beautiful horses? Okay. Hi, Benji. Or can we show off Benji too? Check out Benji.
Benji is one of our barn cats.
And I've got my boots on. Can we show? Curtis, you're usually in some Salvatore Brutinis. Not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today.
What's it?
Tackle?
Oh, yes. Our tack room with our saddles and bridles.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Saddles. This is awesome. You guys, I feel like I'm really in the country. I feel like True Grit right now, man. This is awesome. I love it. And you guys do you make your own saddles?
No, no. The saddles, everybody buys their own saddles. And, and they have, there's Western saddles, English saddles, jumping saddles, dressage saddles. There's all kinds, the roping saddles. There's all kinds of different saddles.
That's going to be a trivia question later on. Oh, got to watch that first step. All right. So now we're going to take a tour. We're going to continue with the tour. What a beautiful day and a beautiful morning. The weather is really nice for this kind of thing. So thank you very much for doing this, Tammy.
You're welcome.
So now that these are all different stables, or do these structures have different purposes?
They're all, they have different purposes. Now, this is our second barn, and we have stalls in here.
Okay.
And then we also keep the feed in here. We kind of kept growing. The original barn is the one we first started in.
Okay.
And that one has the indoor arena.
Okay.
Also. So that's what we had first. And then as we grew, my husband would take down another barn from someplace else, and then he would put it up here.
Okay. Very cool.
So this barn, and all the stalls and everything were built by Ron. It's all repurposed wood.
Okay.
That he took, he would take down other barns and bring the wood here, and he built that.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Amazing. Ron? All right. So now we're going to continue, you guys. Good morning to you guys. If you are just joining us, we're here with Tammy at Shala Farms. And I feel really good today. I don't want to come back to Aurora. Can a brother get some lodging in this place?
Yeah.
All right. So check out the beautiful horses. Now, what high school is that in the background?
Oswego East High School.
Oh, wow. Tracy and I were just talking about how, like, it's killing the view. You know what I mean? It's like you feel like Montana until, damn. All right.
Yeah, so now this barn, now we don't house any horses in here, but this is our equipment barn, shavings. We have our shavings bin for the bedding for the horses.
Okay.
We have all our haying equipment in here because Ron bales the hay for the farm, for the horses.
Okay.
So we have all our tractors and our hay equipment.
Interesting. All right. What is that big structure over there?
That is another barn.
Okay.
That's where all the hay is stored right now.
Okay. So they're all barns. They just have a different purpose.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
People are probably like, why does he call them structures? Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Now, these are let me guess, these are the geldings.
Yes. So these are the geldings. So these are the boy horses.
Trivia. Very nice. So the geldings are boy horses.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're gelded. They're castrated. So
okay.
There's no stallions. We do not have any stallions on the property.
Okay.
But so those are the geldings. We keep our mares and our geldings separate. It just makes life easy.
Okay.
What we do is that we throw their hay out here in the morning. So they're on the dry lot in the morning, and then about noon or so, we throw them out in the pasture.
Okay.
And then they're out in the grass till about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And then we'll bring them in.
All right.
Then they stay in their stalls at night, but then they get their grain in their stalls and more hay in their stalls.
Okay. Now, are they ever able to, I mean, there's a large expanse of land. Do they ever get to go out and have those kind of full throttle runs and everything?
Yes.
Like, is that the
Yes. When we open the fence there, when they go running out into the grass.
Okay. That's when that, all right.
Yes.
Okay. What's involved in caring for a horse?
A lot of labor.
Okay. All right.
You have to really love it to stay in it.
Okay. Okay.
You have to really love horses to stay in it because I mean, like this time of year, the weather is perfect right now.
Right.
So it's wonderful to be out here with them. But when it gets cold, when it's snowy and icy,
test, right?
That's the test because you still have to come out and take care of your horse. You still have to come out and feed them and water them and everything. So
I think we have someone who wants to interview here. How about this? Now, what's the name of this horse?
This horse is Moose.
Moose.
And he is a gypsy banner. So he is a small draft horse.
Okay. What is a draft horse exactly?
A draft horse would be your Clydesdales, your Percherons, your Belgians, the ones that would pull the wagons.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Curtis, I didn't know any of that. Neither did I. See, that's the beauty of doing this. That is awesome. Okay, so now, are those the horses, and again, I apologize, this is a novice question, but are those the horses that typically have
hair
or hooves that have like
The feathers
yes.
on the legs.
Okay.
So yes, like he has the feathers on the legs, and with him being a gypsy banner, and I don't know if you can see it, but he also has a mustache.
Come on in a little bit closer here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Once he gets done drinking.
Our camera's insured, so we can get a little close with that. That's all good. Ah.
Now he's drinking out of an automatic water, so that water, as he drinks, it refills, and then also there's a heater in there, so it keeps it. Oh, can't really see it because now he's got it wet. You can't see his mustache sticking out.
Wow.
But, so our water tank stays heated in the wintertime, so we don't have to break ice out of there, and
Okay.
they have water all winter.
Okay. Very cool. Very nice.
We have all different breeds. We have thoroughbreds, like this one that's walking up now. This is a thoroughbred.
How would one tell a thoroughbred? How could you tell?
Well, he actually has a tattoo on the inside of his lip,
Okay.
but because he was off the racetrack at one time when he was younger.
Thoroughbreds are racehorses.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Wow. Now, the purpose of the fly guard, it seems self-explanatory, but that's to keep their eyes.
It's to keep the flies out of their eyes.
Okay.
And then it also has the ears covered also.
And what's
Hi,
the name of
Spirit.
this horse?
This
Spirit?
is Spirit.
Spirit. Wow.
And he's probably about 28. So he's just retired.
Wow.
He was my our daughter's 4-H horse.
4-H horse?
Yes.
What's that?
4-H is it's an organization.
Okay.
So like there's Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Yes.
There's 4-H also.
Love the Scouts. Absolutely. Okay.
Yes, and so 4-H, a lot of people think that it's just for farm kids, but it is not. It's for everybody.
Interesting.
And it's run by the University of Illinois.
Okay.
And,
4-H.
so there's 4-H in every county. There's Kendall County 4-H.
Okay.
There's Kane County,
Okay.
DuPage County, Will County. There's a 4-H club.
Nice.
4-H organization in each one.
And actually, Tammy's a 4-H leader, and she's being inducted into the Hall of Fame Saturday.
Oh, don't be modest, Tammy. Come on. Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. Absolutely.
So yes, I've been a leader for like 20 years.
Okay. Where's the ceremony held at?
It's going to be down at the Illinois State Fair down in Springfield.
Oh, wow. No small measure. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's awesome. So here's another question. So the boys are geldings.
Yes.
Uncastrated, they are stallions.
Yes.
The ladies are mares. Okay.
Yes.
And you hear these terms just growing up. You hear stallion and mares, but you never know. I didn't know that those were the specific titles and what they actually are.
Yes.
So we have Spirit, and who is that guy? The white horse.
The white one is Sundance.
Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful name.
Yes, and so he's a different type of. He's a paint Appaloosa mix.
Okay.
So that's why he's got the white with the little bit of brown spots on him.
Yeah, Appaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And the tan colored horse?
That's Palomino.
Okay.
So the golden.
I've heard that name. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I think that's what John Wayne was riding in Rio Grande. Remember that movie? If you guys remember, that was a good one. I'm a Western guy. I love Westerns. Okay. So can we check out the mares?
Sure.
All right.
And then we can also check out the other barn over there where we have chickens and the hay.
Oh, yeah. Good morning to you all. If you are just joining us, the time is 9:15 and we are on the farm. And we tune in here, see what we got going on. So watch the video too. Get a couple of pictures while we're here as well.
Okay. All right, and now this horse, unfortunately, this is Gracie, and she's a draft quarter horse, mixed horse, but unfortunately, she's allergic to bug bites.
Oh, so she has her whole body covered.
So she is completely covered as much as we possibly can because she gets bad welts and everything from the bug bites.
Is that a typical condition in horses? I mean, she's the only one that's covered like that, but is that something that horses fall victim to, unfortunately?
They call it sweet itch, and there are quite a few horses that have it.
Mhm.
Fortunately, she's the only one we have here because we give her all kinds of supplements and medication to try to keep her from being so itchy, but she's itchy like all summer long.
Okay. Wow. Sweet itch is the name of the condition? The
yes.
term? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's another
Yes.
trivia question. I'm winning Jeopardy next time. What is sweet itch? I got that, Alex. Okay. This horse is very pretty. Here's the thing about horses. I've always been intimidated by horses because they're powerful animals. Like every time, the only time I've been on a farm before, like I was always like, wow, they have a lot of power. Beautiful animals. Hi.
Now this one is Caitlin. She is an Arabian, so she's a little bit smaller. She's also 30 years old, but
they're just coming right up, ladies and gentlemen. This is so cool.
And this is Cassie. Cassie is a quarter horse.
Hi, Cassie. How are you? What a beautiful horse. Now, what distincts a quarter horse? How would one know a quarter horse?
A quarter horse is usually a stockier horse, and they ran the quarter mile, so that's why they call them the quarter horse. They're very fast for the quarter mile.
You are full of facts, Tammy. I didn't know any of that. I had no idea. I've just been using terms like that. We're going to be a stallion today. Don't know what that means. Now,
see, now 4-H has helped me learn all that.
So Arabians are smaller. Quarter horses are stockier.
The Arabians they're from the desert. They're the desert horse. Right. So they have a real dish face, and they're finer boned. Their endurance is also better. They can go for miles.
Okay.
Ron's family, that's how he got started in horses, was his parents raised and bred Arabian horses.
Okay. Very impressive. Very impressive.
And they showed them. They had several grand champions.
Good morning to you guys. Tracy Duran is here. Good morning to you. Luz Elna, Brambila Guerrero, Amy Dermott, Daniel Calderon on location. Good morning if you guys are just joining us. We're here at Shala Farms. This is a lot of fun. First time with horses, guys. Second time in life, but first time on camera. Okay. Now, these are the mares. Those are the geldings. You guys also have chickens.
Yes. So that's at the next farm, the next barn.
I love this place. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We try to show folks different things. We try to show folks like the stuff that people are typically not seeing that is still going on. The news is always going to be the news, but people should, I love animals. I love nature. And this has been here for a very long time, so this is a great thing to shout out. There's a dove or a pigeon. There's different kind of birds running around here too. Pigeons.
Yeah, those are pigeons.
All right. The time is 9:19 a.m. All right.
So on the horse trailers, a lot of our boarders have horse trailers.
Okay.
And they trailer their horses out to horse shows and go on trail rides.
Nice.
There's a lot of parks that have horse trails around.
Okay.
That they trail around.
This horse is separate from all the others.
Special needs.
Special needs. Okay.
This horse also has special needs. He's allergic to grass and hay. So he has to be on the dry lot at all times. He cannot have any grass or hay.
How now? I'm sure that would be something that would be in the horse at birth. But how does
He was fine at birth. Okay. It was later in life when that showed up.
Really? How does something like that start to show up? How do you start seeing those signs?
He just wasn't doing well. He wasn't keeping his weight, and then he also had real bad diarrhea all the time. And we kept doing. The owner kept doing having the veterinarian out and doing different tests and everything. Okay. And that's how they discovered that.
All right. So the time is 9:20 a.m. I want to say a good morning to everybody. I want to say a special shout out to Restoration 1 Fox Valley. If you or your family or anybody you know needs help with smoke, water, fire damage, you would be remiss not to holler at them. Wow, this is an amazing scene. I don't even want to go back to a reality. I'm done with emails. Don't call me no more. Do we have a phone on this property? Is there a phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you could send some smoke signals or something. So, personal question. When you come to maybe shop or go into town, maybe go somewhere and visit family, does the noise and all the traffic and all that kind of stuff, do you see the difference when you leave?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've seen a difference over the last 40-some years here,
Sure.
because this used to just be a gravel tar pit road, it was like a half a dozen cars would go down in a day.
Right. Now look, yeah.
And now it's a major thoroughfare.
Yep. Wow, this is amazing scenery, you guys. Amazing scenery. I am so glad to be here doing this. Josue Pais, good morning to you. He said, man, that's sad for a horse. I know. Our heart goes out to the horses. Good morning to all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I got to say, these mics are working very well. First time using them. This is awesome. Got to give them a product review. I can hear chickens or roosters. This is amazing. We're watching Aurora's first morning news show daily, every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, every single day. God bless y'all and good morning to you. Wow.
Now this house was the original farmhouse for around here. This house was built in what, 1907. Okay.
Wow.
So
it's definitely got like Little House on the Prairie vibes. It really does. Well, no, that was a different house. Yeah, completely. Wow. So this was the original.
Yes.
Here. Okay. And this barn is all the stacked up hay, it looks like.
Can I put this mic on Ron and
Yep.
he can tell you the information about.
All right. Now we're going to mic up Ron for his portion. Yep, there you go. Okay. Yeah, he's on.
Okay.
Ron, good to meet you, man. Yep,
Nice
absolutely.
to meet you.
Absolutely. So Ron detailed the house and its history. But tell us about this specific part of the property, sir.
This homestead with the barn and the house and this building was the original homestead for the probably 300 acres in this area.
Wow.
Back before there were subdivisions or other houses around, and all those buildings over there, none of those buildings were there.
Okay.
And this originally was a corn crib or a granary.
Wow.
Where they'd store the oats or beans and corn, and
Yeah.
and on the sides was the ear corn.
Ear corn.
Yes, and then I've converted it just to a storage building.
Okay.
And we had a choice of tearing it down or renovating it. I chose to renovate it because it was such a solid structure, and
Got
it
it.
was a neat building.
You built everything on the property.
I
Rebuilt this.
rebuilt that. The one big arena, the one biggest building I had built, but all the rest are repurposed buildings torn down. And even the house we moved from Naperville, had a house mover move the house in. There was nothing there but cornfield when I first came here in 1976.
Ron, you're a trailblazer, brother.
Thank
You are a trailblazer. That is amazing. Make a mark.
But I'm
We'll
running
tell you
out of
that.
steam.
Make a mark. All right. So now this looks like it has all the stacked up baled hay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, we acquired this property next to our other property in 2018,
Okay.
and it was such a gift to go on with our operation that we could put all our hay up in this hay mow, because it's really not the hay barn has no purpose other than hay,
Right.
and that allows us to have our other building over next door available for all our machinery.
Aha.
So we've got about 5,000 bales of hay in here.
Wow. And this helps get it up and down to the
Yes,
top levels.
These are the conveyors that we pull the wagons in here, and we get extra help, and we run the bales up these conveyors.
Look at all the birds up there. Oh my goodness. What kind of birds are those? Are those finches or something? Barn swallows?
Yeah,
barn swallows
and pigeons.
Man. This is amazing.
It's,
And this is just grain and everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is the original barn.
Oh, we got electricity. Oh!
Yeah, and originally it would have been cattle and you know, and other type of livestock.
Sheep and whatnot.
Although this side originally was set up for draft horses, because this was built before they used tractors, and they'd bring the, oops, this isn't very good view, but it's all junk in there. But this is where the horses would have their heads hanging out, and they'd bring them in these standing stalls.
Gotcha. A lot less airflow. This is the old way of doing things.
Yeah, these walls would have been like every 4 feet, and they just bring them in and tie them here.
Got it.
They feed them. That structure in the back originally was a grain bin for all the oats for the horses.
Aha.
And then obviously horses got outdated with farm tractors.
Right. Wow. This is amazing.
It's all just junk in there now.
Storage.
Yeah.
Storage.
A lot of room. Yeah. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how often is the hay baled? Like I think you mentioned that he does it every morning, but how often is the process, and is there like levels that we want to keep it at in stock? Does it have to be so many bales in here at a time?
Well, we try to fill up, get enough hay to run through the whole winter.
Okay.
For the year.
For the year, we, you know, with 30 horses, you know, we need 4,000 or 5,000 bales.
Wow.
And this year we're having a good year.
You bail June, July, August.
Yeah, all summer we're baling. Generally we bale 3 cuttings on a field.
Okay, so bale through the summer,
Right.
Stock for the winter.
Right.
Aha. Okay. See, that's life, actually.
Yes.
Save, prepare,
Yes.
get ready, stock yourselves. My grandma used to do that, canning. Just can forever. So many cans and jars you could climb on it.
Right.
Because what happens if there is no food?
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, now I've been hearing a distinct sound. I've been hearing that cock-a-doodle-doo going off.
Yes, our daughters have chickens, and the goal is to not have any roosters, but we have a rooster.
Oh man, now look at all these guys. Good morning to you guys if you're just joining us. Good morning, Maria Chirito.
I repurposed my son's treehouse and made a chicken coop.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Wow, the chickens are amazing. The chicken with the mohawk.
That's the rooster.
That's the rooster. Polish chicken.
Yes.
The, the kids picked out all bizarre breeds just for the fun of it.
Wow.
This one's a Brahma. That's why she's so big.
This is the Brahma. Wow. That's amazing.
And these are barred rocks.
Wow.
And some of the others, I'm not really sure.
No, the Polish, and then
Yeah.
and then you've got the real fluffy one, like over here. That's a silky.
A silky, yep, okay. Wow. That is amazing. You know, I used to know a person that had chickens. And it came back to me now. Yes, the Polish chickens are the ones with the plumes.
Yes.
And the name Silky. That's right. Yep. Wow. That is amazing. Now this is a really big, so this was a tree house that you converted into a coop.
I built that. It was on poles, actually.
Aha.
It was my son's playhouse or tree house or whatever. And it's like my daughter was trying to figure out a tree house. I mean, a chicken coop. And
Yep.
I said, well, my son's 49, so I don't think he needs a treehouse anymore.
Right. Oh man, this is very impressive. Very impressive. All right. Well, the time right now, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you guys in the chat. Good to see you. Vanessa Ann Calderon says, good morning, Aurora. Happy Thursday. Thank you very much for that. And Maria Chirito, good morning to you as well. We're on location at Shala Farms. I have Ron and Tammy here, and they're giving us a tour, and this is awesome. It's the first time you guys are seeing something like that on Aurora and Aurora TV. So good morning to all of you guys. Thanks for joining us here. So what is the, now how can we help you? How can ourselves and the listeners help Shala Farms? I mean, you guys got all the hay baled, so I mean, you know.
Well, I mean, we board horses, so if anybody has a horse and needs a place to keep their horse, then they would contact us.
There you go.
All right. And I apologize for the rookie questions. I'm never on a farm, you guys. I'm never on a farm. This is a lot of fun.
Pleasure to have you.
Yep. So if anyone has a horse,
yes,
and they would like to book a horse, you said?
Board
a horse.
Board a horse.
If you're interested in boarding your horse, please contact Shala Farms LLC here in Oswego, a fantastic organization. And I want to say thank you to my dear friend Tracy for bringing us together today. It really does mean a lot. And Restoration One Fox Valley. I have always tried to immerse myself in different cultures and in different environments. And I've been very close to a place like this, but didn't know anything about it. So it does feel good to be able to share something different and part of somebody else's life to you guys as well. So this is a beautiful day and a beautiful morning.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, you too.
Now that's good television right there. You couldn't ask for that. That's not a sound effect, ladies and gentlemen. That was live. All right. Yep. So now we're going to take a walk back to the front, and we're gonna land our airplane in our interview here pretty soon. But just want to show people just the surroundings one more time and the beautiful barns and everything. This is awesome. So many trailers. And now, do you folks ride? Do you ride, Ron?
We do. We don't get too much time to ride.
Okay.
Because we're the ones doing the work.
Exactly. Yeah. All work, no play.
Although we used to always go on a weekend camp out with our horses, and that was a lot of fun with the kids, and tie them out on a rope like old Western. And
yeah. Oh man.
Yes, and just cook over the campfire and go riding all day. And
that's the life. That's the life. I notice when you guys talk about horses and just now getting out on them, you guys smile and light up. I know that's got to be good memories for yourselves and the family.
Yes.
Our neighbors Lisa and Leon, we rubbed off on them a little, and they got their chickens.
Oh.
And their two children are on our payroll. They come and help us after school, and
that's beautiful.
At night, and they come help feed.
So the time is, let me see what time it is right now. Say hi to the folks. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Old McDonald had a farm. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew one of y'all were going to say that in the chat. Good morning to you guys. So as we start to land the airplane on this interview, Ron, what do you think the world could use more of?
Love.
Okay.
Respect.
Love and respect.
Love and respect. Everybody has to slow down a little bit and respect everybody.
I agree.
Smell the roses.
I agree. I totally do. No, I think the same thing. And as I was telling, Tracy, when we first came up, driving up here, it got quieter, less noise. I pull in, it's silent. I haven't heard silence being outside in a long time. I haven't heard just animals. I haven't heard just birds and crickets. It's a good feeling.
I can't tell you how many thousand times I've heard that.
It's a good feeling.
Come in here and say, "Oh."
It's a good feeling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we are going to wrap it up for this fantastic episode today. Once again, this is a very first on the farm. Shala Farms LLC here in Oswego. If you have a horse that you would like to board, was that the term? Did I say that right? Okay. I got it. Hey, boy, I'm leaving here. I'm leaving here ready for you guys. Curtis turned in his car. He bought a Clydesdale. If you have a horse that you would like to board, please contact Shala Farms LLC, and we're going to take some pictures to show you guys later on of all the beautiful things that we see today. And I hope that you guys, we'll stop real quick and say goodbye. I hope that you guys have a positive, fantastic, happy, motivated, pleasant day with love and respect. Take a minute to just breathe, call your mom, say hi to somebody, and just remember, life is good. It ain't that bad. Be blessed. Take care of yourself and each other. I think, yeah, you did. I think you did. Yep. Let me see. It's a big glare. Oh no, we're still live. You didn't turn it off. All right, I'll turn it off. So the same thing I just said, you guys. Let me turn it around. Yeah, there we go. Be blessed. You guys got the message. We'll see you later. I can't turn it